Good morning, my Skullies. Welcome to the Conjurer's Table. How's everyone doing this morning? Hope everyone is feeling great. I know I'm feeling great. I feel energized. I feel freezing, which is why I'm wearing my Pikachu hoodie. Pika Pika! But, yeah, so let's quickly open this up. Consecration. Come on, iPad. I'll make sure this is turned down so I don't hear myself twice. Good morning, Tange. How are you? Good morning, Hexen. Hello, Purple Moon. Hi, Sonia. Okay, guys. So, hello, Wisdom of the Bumblebee. Oh, hello. Ooh, excuse me. Hi, Maya. So, I know Dave probably won't be on because he's at work, but I just want to show you guys because I know how thrilled he will be once I text him. But guess what arrived today in the mail? His skull arrived, finally, so he can pick it up, see if he likes it, see if he gets the same energy as he did from the one I got. If not, then we'll switch skulls so I can finally do my consecration ritual on it tomorrow morning. No, not tomorrow morning. Probably tomorrow early afternoon. Or I might do it in the morning. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. But it all depends on how Dave feels. Good morning, Marge. Who else is here? Good morning, Gypsy. Good morning, Lillian. My daughter has that outfit peek at you. Get it? Peek at you. I peek at you. Pika pika! So, guys, before we start, because we have a couple things here to do, I'm going to start off because I did do a mini thrift store find, so I just want to show you guys what I found because it was really cool. And then I'm going to show you my mini divination to-go box / conjure. Then we're going to make my consecration powder that I crafted up, and we're going to fill my spirit bottle here so I can place this on my ancestral altar. So, let's get started. Good morning, Fairy Luna Wolf. How are you? Hexen, this was like yesterday when I showed you the stuff I got, silly goose. Hexen, I showed you what I got yesterday. Okay, so these are the few things I got. So, the first thing I got was this tiny little cocktail mixer, which is awesome. It's like perfect because I can use this to mix up potions, or if I'm mixing up baths and I have my different baths that I have, and I can mix them up in here before I add them all together. And then I also got this beautiful little perfume bottle that just bloop, pops right off. I'm kind of a little sad because I thought this was going to be rubber, so I thought it would stay on, so it kind of like just pops off really easily, which makes me a little nervous. But I will just make sure I place this in a spot that I know my cats won't get to it. But what I'm going to put in this, yes, it's my, no, I use my tips that I get from work. I do put half of my tips away in a jar. Actually, I shouldn't have said that. Not like you guys know where I live. But, and then the other half of the tips that I make during the day, I use them for my own personal use and thrift, if there's anything to thrift. In this, I'm going to be putting my tobacco cologne. So this is the tobacco cologne I have, and I'm going to be putting this in here. So I can use it literally as a perfume, or if I need to pour a little bit in when I'm using rituals or things, I have that. Hi, Caroline. Caroline's here. And then I also found, with the inspiration of Elabre, Wendy on YouTube, who is an amazing witch. I love watching her crafting things. She makes amazing oils. It's so much fun to watch her. I've been learning, and look at what I found. I literally found the thing that she uses. And it has this little thing that pops right off, and I can use it to heat up my oils. And I found this at the thrift store for literally 69 cents. So I have that so I can start heating up my own oils. For example, I can make a consecration oil. And then what else did I find? Oh. So I found this awesome little metal bell or wind chime. And this I actually hung up. Well, for now, I'm just hanging it above Hecate's altar. And I look so dark. Well, I am dark, but I mean, like, there we go. Let's brighten it a bit. Oh, or I could just move forward too. And I'm hanging this above Hecate's altar and near my ancestral altar before I consecrate it, so it's like absorbing the energy of Hecate, it's absorbing the energy of my ancestors before I consecrate it, both Dave and I, so then we can hang it outside our house. Hello, Hazel! So that's one thing I got, or another thing rather, because I already showed you the other ones. And then I found this awesome little woven basket that I'm going to use as, like, if I'm doing a quick mini casting throw, or I can use it for my cowrie shell divination, or I can use it simply just to house some of my charms. I was gonna say my bones, but my cats love bones, so that's kind of a bad idea to leave bones laying around. And it actually came with this tiny little thing on it. I'm just gonna quickly read it because it's what the basket is made of. It says, Papago Indian baskets are made all by hand from the yucca plant. Devil Claw is used for the black design, which are the little squares. A little red is sometimes used from the root of the mesquite. Sorry, it's where the stapler used to be, so it's kind of hard to read that. I think it says Ollie, a very slow process and one of the oldest of Indian crafts. That is awesome. I have a Papago Indian basket here. That is awesome. And then I got this cross, and first Dave was like, you aren't Christian. I'm like, Dave, it represents the crossroads in voodoo. Hello. So yeah, the cross, and he's like, yeah, but that cross is like literally an equilateral cross. I'm like, well, Dave, they also used it in voodoo because it represents the crossroads, the doorway between our realm and the spirit realm. But I decided to give this to Dave because unfortunately this doesn't fit anywhere on my ancestral altar like I thought it would. But if not, actually, no, I don't think I want to destroy my little place where my skull is resting. I was thinking of probably just nailing it. Get it? Nailing it. Nailing the cross to the little perch that my skull Ezra is on. But I decided not to do that. So since Dave is going to be rearranging his ancestral altar and actually moving over to where his Wheel of the Year altar is, I decided to give this to him. So this was a gift for Dave. And then for Dave, I also found, unintentionally, this awesome wooden tarot box that I gave to Dave because I already have a tarot box right here. But mine is completely made of metal. And I was like, I already have a tarot box and it fits perfectly, so I'm going to keep that. I decided to give this to Dave. And look, it already houses his Wizard's Tarot in it. So I got that for Dave. And then the last thing I got for Dave is this tiny little wooden stand. And I got this so he can place it on his ancestral altar, and the skull that arrived today can rest right on top. So, and it's awesome, and it's raised, so his altar will have levels to it, and he can even put things underneath if he needs to for extra storage. So yeah, that is what I got from the thrift store today. As exciting as this was. Okay, let me just kind of put everything back so we can get to the good, juicy stuff. The whole point of this video. Sorry, I forgot what it's called for a minute. Oh, and hold on, this is stuck now. Okay. Oop, I need to move forward more. Okay. Let's see. So cool. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, Raquel. How are you? Good morning to you, Raquel. I have my grandpa's cross. Oh, that's beautiful, Marge. Yes, pika pika. It's like a birthday party every day in your house. Right. Good morning. It's your birthday. Over and over and over and over again. Good morning, Lady D. So, if you guys want a sneak peek of Dave's skull, it's literally the exact same skull that I got. But this is technically my skull for now. This is Ezra. And he is made of resin. And so Dave, I'll give you the really funny story of Ezra. So I got it in the mail and Dave was like, "Is that real?" I'm like, "No, Dave, it's not real. It is made of resin." And he's like, "That's very creepy." He picks it up and holds it and goes, "Ooh." And I'm just like, "What? Is it cold in here? Because I feel warm." And he goes, "No, the energy I'm getting from this." I'm like, "Okay, that's nice. So can I have him back now?" And he goes, "No, no, 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 wait. I got to see more of this. I'm just like, "Okay, Dave, you're creeping me out. Can I just have my skull back?" He's like, "No, I don't think I want to give this back to you." I'm just like, "Dave, that's my skull. That is Ezra. I already named him. You can give me my skull back." And he goes, "No, no, can you order me one?" I'm like, "Fine, I'll order you one." So I ordered one for Dave. And then I was like, "So give it back to me." And he goes, "No, I think I'll just keep this one. You can have the one that's arriving." I was like, "Dave, seriously, I just want my skull back." I just waited 5 days for this skull. I don't want to have to wait like 100 more years. So after 30 minutes of letting Dave hold Ezra, he finally gave Ezra back to me. But I did promise Dave that I would not consecrate Ezra yet, because we were going to wait until he received his skull so he could hold his skull, see if he gets the exact same feeling as he did from holding Ezra. If he doesn't, then I will give Dave Ezra and then rename my new skull Ezra and give Ezra to Dave so he can rename Ezra. That sounded so confusing. But I decided to wait to consecrate my skull until the new one arrived. So I didn't end up consecrating this one, and then he didn't get the same feeling from the other one, and then he would have been stuck with a skull that he didn't get any energy from. So I decided to be a good husband and wait. I was like, where was I even going with that? Oh, everyone wanted to know what the skull looked like. Maddie, oh my god, I have to get to Savers. I keep saying it. It's so damn cold out. It's supposed to warm a little to above minus this weekend. Maybe I'll get old butt out to Savers. Oh, you should definitely check out your Savers. I'm good. I'm heading to Minnesota today to hang out with some fellow YouTube witches for the weekend. Oh, I'm so jealous. I know, like, okay, other than Jen, that's like 6 hours away. Other than that, oh no, she's a YouTuber, but she's not a witch. Never mind. I was gonna say I know someone in Rhode Island, and then I know someone in Mass, but neither of them are witches. They're just YouTubers. Maddie, switch it in the box, then you get Ezra. Oh, haha. Well, no, because if I switched them, oh yeah, John, it's like, Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 4 degrees. Today, expect a high of 14 degrees.
Oh, at least it'll be 14 degrees. Thank you. So it is 4 degrees right now, but at least it'll be a high of 14. Still just as cold, but at least it's going to be a little less cold. It's so weird how we have the same skull, yet when I look at yours, it's definitely male and mine is female, right? So Hexen, who's in here, still has the same skull as I do, except his is female, mine's male. They're brothers and sisters. And what did you name yours, Hexen, again? Well, I know what the name is. I'm just gonna let Hexen say what he named his skull. Good morning, John, Barry, and Justin. Hello, Tammy Pie. Hexen. Wait, what? So you did name her Evanora? I thought you were going to name her Yzma. But, hey, it's your school. Your skull. Oh. Just kidding. So yeah. Oh, wait, are you going with Evanor or Yzma? Good morning, Web of Magic. Yes, I am wearing my Pikachu onesie because it's freezing. Oh yeah, okay, so it is Yzma. Okay, guys, so I am going to flip this, and sorry for like this entire mess here. It's because, as usual, when I try to do a million things on this tiny table, it ends up looking cluttered. So I'm quickly going to swivel you around so I can show you my to-go conjure box / divination. Oop, as I just completely almost dropped you guys. And we can discuss what it is and what's in it. Okay, so awkwardly gonna do that. I don't know if you guys can see now. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Okay. Oh, now I can't see you guys. Okay, hold on. Let me figure out a way to do this. And I'll just keep you on my lap. What is it, Thor? You already were fed. Okay. Sorry, guys. I had to take a sip of my hot chocolate. So this here is my Go Conjure box. I got this box at Rite Aid, actually, and they also sell them at CVS. And it's literally just a keepsake or a lock box. And I simply just decorated it, and I put veves and sigils on it. And it does come with a key, which actually I keep on me. Come on now. Everywhere. So it comes, geez, a tiny little key that you can use to lock and unlock. So if I want to lock it, which right now it's unlocked, so I'm going to quickly lock it for you guys. So that's locked. So as you can tell, I can't open it. And it gives you a set of 2 keys. So I always keep one on me and then a spare somewhere in the house. So I always, okay, can generally open it up. There we go, I think. Yep, there we go. Okay. Really, come on. Go back in there. Okay, so what is inside? It's amazing, guys, what you can actually pack inside a tiny little box like this. What's the coffee grinder for? We'll get to that in a little bit, guys. Hello, Junebug. Okay, so inside, as you open it up, I put, let's just lift you up a bit here. Oh, okay, I'm gonna set you down, guys, so if I don't see your comments, I will go back in a minute after I'm done describing. So inside, I put some of the extra Deviant Moon cards in so that when you open it up, it's like, oh, hello, I'm here, welcome to see you, or glad to see you. And then inside, I have my lucky little chicken foot, which I wear around my neck when I'm doing divination or casting any spells or rituals. And then inside it, I have a little thing of sage. I have my bones for bone casting. Inside it, I have this, which Brad gave me as a gift. Inside it had my crystal amethyst pendant that I always wear every day. And inside, replacing it, I decided to put my pendulums. So we have a, I think this one's a moonstone. We have a bloodstone. And then we have a regular gold one. This one I got on 13moons.com. And then we have this little eggy, which actually, guys, is an awesome one because it opens up and I can put things inside this pendulum if I wanted to. So that's inside there. And then also, of course, I never go anywhere without my poppets. These are my little frozen Charlottes. They come in different sizes. So I have like 2.5 inch ones, and then 2 3-inch ones. So they come in different sizes, and I use them for many different rituals. And what I can do next time is actually show you how I go about using the porcelain ones. And then inside I have my little devil bat nut, which I don't remember what I added that for, but of course I go nowhere without my Van oil. I have some rosary prayer... Ooh! Hold on. My little rosary prayer beads that I made. So it has, I don't know if you can see that, a little cross. And then I just have 4 little quartz crystals in there. I always go with them. And then I have a white little candle. And in it, I have 3 cowrie shells for offerings. I have a little tiny vial of black salt. Actually, I have 2 of them. Oh, you can't see it. And then I have a tiny little vial of red brick dust. I don't know if you guys can see this clearly. Hold on. There we go. And then I have my little pocket icon of Papa Legba. I always call upon him when I am opening the gates for the ancestors. And then on the back of the icon, it has a picture of his Veve. And guys, you can get this at voodoostore.com, which is where I got him. And I also have a little pocket icon of Baron Samedi and Marie Laveau. And then also in here, I have my bloodstone, because this I use to represent the ancestors. Oh, come on, camera, focus. No. Well, you can't see it. Okay. And then finally, I have my Secret Pocket Oracle, Mildred Payne, the Seance Edition. And then I just have some pictures. So this is an actual photo that I'm keeping, because this is the only actual photo of Marie Laveau, the Voodoo Queen of New Orleans. And then this is the website that I got the little pocket icon on. It's the Voodoo Store, and their website. Oh, that's what it was. So when I got my first original charm casting set, it has the list of the items that was in it. And I was going to research what each one was, and I didn't get to that, and I just kept on collecting. But, yep, their site right here is www.voodoo, spelled VODOU, store.com. And they have a lot of awesome items, guys. And then finally in here, I just have, if I can get them out, a couple cards from Patrick Valenza's deck. I think this is from the... I think it's the... Actually, I forget what deck this is. But, so it has the Fenwood Asylum, picture of Mildred Payne, and then just a couple of his creepy cabinet photos that are in here. Bam. And bam. So yeah, guys, that is basically what is inside my little conjure or divination box. And you can add whatever you want to it. Be as creative as you want. Add whatever you want into it. I just keep it in this because it makes it a lot more convenient to carry around with me. And plus, whenever I need to do something, it's just right there. It's portable, easy access. That sounded really weird to say. I'm just going to quickly put everything back. Hopefully the way I had it. Actually, let's deal that. my little stones. And boom, wrap you back up. And close. And voila, my little Conjure to Go box. And I'm going to quickly swivel you guys back around this way for a minute so we can have a little discussion before I start making my other things. Hello, Rochelle. Welcome, welcome. So that was my little to-go conjure box. Let me see if anyone had any questions. Oh, the question. Yes, a Veve is kind of like a sigil, but it's a sigil specifically designed for a Loa. So as I mentioned earlier, in Voodoo, we have the Loa spirits, and each individual Loa has its own Veve, so its own personal sigil. VoodooStore.com. Yes, thank you, Marge, for posting that. Love the idea. I'm finally warm as well. Wow, freezing squirrels. I know, everyone's freezing. It's so cold. Oh, nope, you didn't. Of course I'm worried about all my little squirrels. Oh, hi, Mama Squirrel! So yeah, that's what is inside my little Conjure to Go box that I created. And it's literally a little box from either Rite Aid or CVS. I'm pretty sure Walgreens has them. And this was in the arts, well, not the office supply section. And then, of course, it just has a Veve on top, and it opens up, comes with a little key. I put my Mildred Payne in there. Well, just a few of the extra cards I got from Patrick Valenza. And that is that. So, let me move my glasses here. I don't know why they're even right there. And I just did that. So let's get started. Who is excited to see? So which do you guys want to see first? Do you want to see how I make my consecration powder, or do you want me to see how or what I add inside my ancestral spirit bottle? Decisions. Choices. Choices. What is everyone curious to see? Did you lick it off? Oh, barbecue. Well, obviously, I'm going to show both, but I just wanted to know which one you guys wanted to see first. Oh my, Rosie, Rochelle, what are you all sticky for? My. I'm trying to remember what it was called. The creepy photograph cards that I had, that's actually from an entire deck by Patrick Valenza in the Deviant Moon, which you can find on his website. And I believe it's the Carte de Visite deck. Carte de Visite. Yes. Spelled carte. So the deck is CARTE DEVISIT. Where did you get the small doll? Oh, get. So, the little tiny these I got, guys, on Patrick Valenza. Oh, look his butt. His butt's like all. Oh, my. But I got this on Patrick Valenza's Deviant Moon website. He sometimes has them, he sometimes doesn't, because these sell out super quickly. And when I was first starting out, I literally went crazy and bought like all of them, so they were never available. But you can also find these on Etsy. Yes, thank you, Marge. The Carte de Visite Disturbing Cabinet cards. You can also... Oh, ooh, Jen, I hope you didn't get in trouble. Awkward. Having to explain this. Excuse me, Jen, what are you watching here? Oh, nothing, just a guy dressed as Pikachu talking about voodoo. Ooh, earthquake. But you can also find these on Etsy for, depending. But this one I actually found is a set of 5. What is my cat getting into? That's right, Thor. Get your ass off there. Okay, so... Come on, iPad. There we go. Yes, that's where I got some of mine as well. Hexen was on Etsy. And guys, when you search in Etsy, search Frozen Charlotte dolls. Or you can type in antique Frozen Charlottes or porcelain Frozen Charlottes, because that's what they're technically called, are Frozen Charlottes. Why Charlottes? I don't know. Well, obviously they're frozen because they're statues, but I don't know who Charlotte is. But I guess I have a couple Charlottes. Maybe 100. Maybe too many that I need. Maybe I could give some away in my next giveaway. Ah! Actually, I have so many Frozen Charlottes. I think I'm going to do that. So I might have a mini giveaway. Ooh, actually, come to think of it, I think I might do a first and second place winner of the giveaways, because obviously that is like super expensive to buy for 3 people. So my first giveaway winner will obviously get either a deck or a skull of their choice. The second place winner, I think I will give a couple Frozen Charlottes to. And then the third place winner, I will give 2 items from my entire collection of extra stuff that I have that I don't need anymore. So that's anything ranging from my, what are they called? Altar stuff to bottles to things here and there. Okay guys, so let's get started. I'm going to flip you back the other way so you can watch me as I fill the ancestral bottle first, and then we'll go ahead and make the other one, the consecration powder. Hi, hi Lulu. Okay, so you can see that again. Give me a second. I'm just going to adjust the height of this. Bam. Okay, guys, come on, out the way, Thor. So here is my ancestral bottle. My notes right there. Okie dokie. So the first thing I'm gonna do, guys, is light some incense to bless each item that goes in. This is frankincense that I have right here. And actually, because I can't see, but... I just dropped y'all and you got a view of my Narnar zone. How embarrassing. Okay, now you can see. I'm just actually gonna swivel this way a tiny bit. Okay, so this incense that I have right here is cone incense. Obviously, y'all know that. But it's frankincense. So I'm going to use this to bless each item that goes in my ancestral bottle. And I'll even tell you why I chose the certain items that I did. But it's took me a couple hours to really hone what I wanted to go in, because each thing that I have going into my bottle here has a very specific purpose for why I'm adding it. This needs to be brighter. There we go. So first thing I'm going to do is bless the bottle. And then what I'm going to do is actually tip it upside down so that some of the incense actually gets inside the bottle. Blessing it inside. So you awkwardly try and move. So as you can see, it's kind of coming out the top there. It's also blessed inside. And a lot of people forget that you can actually do that, is you can turn the bottle upside down to bless it inside. Okey-doke. So the first thing, of course, I'm going to add inside my bottle here is Actually, hold on. Let's swivel this around here so you can actually see it better. Oop, without tipping it over. There we go. So the first thing I'm going to be adding inside my bottle here is graveyard dirt, which I have right here. And I have my little funnel. So first thing I'm gonna do is bless graveyard dirt. Actually, I'm gonna move this back a bit. There we go. That's a little better. So graveyard dirt, in you go. And just a little bit more. Now guys, the reason why I am adding graveyard dirt is because it represents the path my ancestors walked on before me. And each ingredient, oh, almost put the wrong cap on. Each ingredient I have that I'm adding represents very significant importance. Ooh, actually. Ooh. I might actually switch these out. Bam. Now the second thing I'm going to be adding is rice. And I just have some simple brown rice here. But the reason why I'm adding rice, you guys, is because to me, rice represents the rice fields that my ancestors worked on. And worked in, not worked on. So I'm just going to be blessing the rice before it goes in. And now I'm adding a little bit of rice. Hi, Basette. Hi, Kirsten. Hi, Desist. And it got stuck. Just gonna see where it's at now. Okay, so it's kind of getting there. A little bit more. And then we're good. Now, the third thing I'm going to be adding is bloodroot to my bottle here, my spirit bottle. The reason for the bloodroot, actually, hold on. So sorry about that. So the reason for the bloodroot that I'm adding is because it represents the blood bond that I share between me and my ancestors. They literally are the blood. They are my blood. I am their blood. So it serves as that connection to each other. Where's my bloodroot? And this is my bloodroot. And this is what I'm going to be adding inside. Actually, you know what? I don't need that. Take that out for a minute. And I'm going to pour just a little couple of pinches. Whoop, there goes a few. And we have a jumper. And there we go. That's all I need. So just a few pinches of bloodroot. Now the next thing I'm going to be adding is star anise. And the reason for adding star anise, guys, is because they represent the stars. And for me, it's like the ancestors are like the stars. They're always watching over me, always keeping me safe, always protecting me. So that's why I decided to choose star anise as a representation to add in my spirit bottle. So I'm going to be adding some of the star anise. Okay, let's find some, oh Lord, some pieces that I can actually fit inside. Oop, here's one. And I'm just gonna add 3. Now when it comes to things like this, I always first want to add even, oh no, is it even or odd? 1, 3, 5? That's odd, so odd numbers. So I'm always adding 3, either 3, 5, 7, damn, I didn't think it'd be so hard to find. Oh, here we go. And one more star anise. There we go. So that's the star anise I added inside. And then the next thing going in is going to be elderflower, which I have right here. So this is my elderflower that I'm adding inside my spirit bottle for the ancestors. And the reason, guys, why I chose elderflower is because the name elder, and when I thought of elder, to me it represents the knowledge and the wisdom of my ancestors that I'm adding to this bottle. Bloop. Come on, funnel, do your thing. Okay, I think that's good. And then next I'm going to be adding a little bit of lavender for peace and love. Oh, wait a minute. I can't without getting all that out. And guys, a funnel is always perfect to have around with you because there's so many times when I get bottles and I'm like, oh, okay, I need a funnel. Learned that the hard way the first time. Come on. There we go. Ooh, it's getting there. It's getting there. Press it again. Oh, Lord, I forgot to do that. But it was kind of there. So then the next thing I'm going to be adding inside is some rosebuds. And the reason for the rosebuds, guys, is the rosebuds represent the love and the guidance that my ancestors have for me. And I for them. Well, I don't have guidance for them because they're you know, but the love that we share. So here's my rosebuds. And this I got at a Asian market. Sorry, I completely forgot what it was called. So I'm just gonna add a few rosebuds in there. And once again, I'm just gonna add 3. Actually, no, 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then as offerings for my ancestors, guys, I am going to be adding 3 copper pennies. I'm going to be adding 3 cowrie shells as offerings. And also to serve as divination tools, allowing me to gain insight from my ancestors and gain access to their visions. And a good form of communication. And then finally, guys, I'm going to be adding a Palo Santo stick as an offering. And sorry, guys, if I'm not watching your questions, I will read them after I am done. Question, will you fit in there? Yes, you will. And there we go, guys. Close it up. Give it one more swirl. And as you're letting this kind of swirl around in the smoke, imagine a white light around it, which is what I'm doing now. And imagine it being accepted into the hands of your ancestors as a gift. It's an offering. You are now connected. For this bottle is a representation of your ancestors. And that, guys, is my spirit bottle. Which can now go on my ancestral altar. So put that back. Bring you guys back this way for a minute, so we can just discuss that before I move on to making my consecration powder. Bring this back this way. Turn this down a tiny bit, or a lot. Okay, guys. So that was how I made my consecration, or my spirit bottle. And actually, I'll just show you what the bottle looks like one more time because the lighting was difficult. And now my spirit bottle is full and beautiful and ready to be placed on my ancestral altar. Okay, let's see if anyone had any questions. Put that there. Okay. There's no notifications. Grr. I know, it sucks when you don't get a notification. Desist. So what I made before that you'll have, what I was showing before was my to-go conjure box / divination box, which you can find at, what is my cat getting into? Ooh. Oh, okay. Sorry, bub. He was just playing with newspaper. You can get at either Walmart or Rite Aid or CVS. And I just decorated it and filled it with tiny things, so you can just go back in the video to see what I put inside to give you some inspiration. And then what I just did now was I was adding specific herbs and things into my spirit bottle that had strong representation to me of what I felt should go in to connect me with my ancestors to create that spiritual bond. So, as I wrote earlier, in the bottle I added graveyard dirt to represent the path my ancestors walked on. I added rice to represent the rice fields that my ancestors worked in. Bloodroot to represent the bond, the blood bond and the blood tie we share. Star anise, because they are like stars, always watching over me and keeping me safe. I also added elderflower to represent their knowledge and wisdom. Lavender for their love and peace. Rosebuds for love and guidance. And as offerings, I added 1 Palo Santo stick, 3 cowrie shells, and 3 copper pennies. I love star anise too. It does smell so good. I agree, Rochelle. Oh, did... Sorry, I'm just kind of scrolling through here. Yep, this is was my ancestral spirit bottle. Brilliant, very cool, love it. So you put in there what you feel represents the bond with your ancestors. Exactly, guys. So what I just put in and showed you guys is just an example, because everyone's ancestors are different. Everyone's different because we're all unique. We all have different ancestors. Put in your bottle, if you make one, what you feel is a connection to your ancestors. So for example, certain things I put in there are very specific to me. I love rice. It's in my blood. Half the time my mom jokes and says my blood's made of rice. But all Asians, we love our rice. So rice is very important that I added in because it's a part of my heritage. Oh, let me just pull this up again. Why is my cat being naughty? Why are you a bratty cat? Lord, help me. Hold on. Thor, come on. Sorry about that. So, other things that I added in there are less specific, but more of an interpretation to me. For example, the elderflower. Elderflower is used for offerings, but I took it a step further. I thought about elders. I thought about, okay, the elders are people that are wise. They're older than us. So hence I thought of it as a representation for knowledge and wisdom of the ancestors. Everything I added, I thought of, okay, let's expand a little bit more of what it could technically be. Bloodroot has a different purpose, but because it's bloodroot, I thought of it as a link to my ancestors. Blood, literally, it represents the blood that we share. Graveyard dirt. Obviously, graveyard dirt is used for protection and can be used for crosswork. But I kind of shifted that and I was like, okay, what is graveyard dirt? It comes from the ground. Ground meaning the path that my ancestors walked on. And then star anise, I was like, that's a good offering, but what else besides an offering can I use it for? And I was like, let's think about the symbolism of the star shape. When you think of a star, my bratty cat is like such a brat today. When you think of it, it literally is like a star shining over your house. What do stars do? When you think about it, they shine down on you. Stars are always present, whether it's daytime or nighttime. They're always watching. So I was like, that's a good representation for the ancestors, because like stars, our ancestors are always around us, always watching us. The only difference is, like this daytime, their shield, they're veiled by an invisible force. Yeah, and then I just decided to throw in 3 actual offerings of the Palo Santo sticks, the cowrie shells, and 3 copper pennies, just because that's general offerings that I use in voodoo. But yeah, guys, you can add whatever you want to a spirit bottle, and it's stronger. The stronger connection you have to the specific items you're at. Thor! What the? Come on. Come on, go lay somewhere else. Where was I? So the stronger connection you build with the ancestors and the stronger items you have that connect you to them, the more willing that stronger bond you have with your ancestors, that they will want to work with you more. And it just shows that you really appreciate them and you honor them. Where am I? Even though you might not be an expert, I'm sure it will help people like me trying to get started. That bottle, Maddie, so beautiful, love, love, love. Thank you, Lillian. Is use spirit bottle, tiara. Huh? Love the bottle, thank you. That was utterly fabulous. I love that you now connected to your ancestors through this bottle spirit offering. Thank you, Gypsy. Boss still here, damn it. Oh well, I'm in and out again. That's great, Maddie. I love your videos. Thank you, Justin. Lulu, I'm half Filipino too, so I'll put rice too. Yay, Lulu, another Filipino. I now know 3 other Filipino witches. This is amazing. Hello, White Dragon Flame. Can you consider someone ancestral if you are not blood related? Absolutely. So, for example, in the book I'm reading, wherever, oh, it's over here. Well, I'll grab it later. It's The Witch's Book of the Dead. So in the book, The Witch's Book, rewind, in The Witch's Book of the Dead. Will you stop? That's the most annoying thing about cats, is they're perfectly quiet when you're not doing anything, and then the second you need to film something, they decide, oh, now I have this burst of energy. Instead of sleeping around all day, I will start to be annoying during your live. Yeah, so in the book, The Witch's Book of the Dead, Christian Day talks about that ancestors don't literally have to be just blood. Ancestors can be anyone that's passed on, whether it's a great, dear, close friend that you had, or, well, yeah, or a dear friend. So, for example, he talks about his skull that he has that was given to him by a departed friend of his that gave him this skull and to represent when he passes over. So that skull now became a link between Christian Day and his crossed over friend who became part of the ancestors. Literally, it did not. So the ancestors don't literally just have to be your blood. Generally, they are. It's like all the generations before you. But generally, once in a while, you will get someone added to that ancestral line by a dear friend that was super close to you, or someone very important. So, for example, yeah, Dave may not be my blood, but when he passes over, that's weird to think, or if I pass over before him, which is even creepier and morbid to think, we each other become part of that ancestral link. Hello, Mary Virginia. Yep, I just made my spirit bottle, and then next I'm going to be making my consecration powder. In a minute. Do hoodoo practitioners do spirit bottles for former pets? Absolutely. A spirit bottle is a spirit bottle. So once your beloved pet passes on, just like with your friends or your family, they automatically become part of the ancestral pool. So for example, on my meditation altar, I have the ashes of our yogi that we had to put to sleep 2 years ago. Thor, if you do not calm down, you will become part of the ancestral lineage. Just kidding. That was horrible. But, yeah, you can make a spirit bottle for anyone. You can make it for your ancestors. You can make it for a pet. A spirit bottle is for a spirit, so it can be any kind of spirit you want. Mine just happened to be more specific, and it was specifically for my ancestors. I'm going to gather some graveyard dirt. I am nervous. Rochelle, do not be nervous. Just do what I do. When I go to collect my graveyard dirt, I bring offerings of... I always bring with me... Sorry, I need to count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 pennies. I leave 3 pennies at the entrance of the cemetery as an offering. I go to the grave that I am digging. I talk to that spirit, and I always know which spirit I'm digging. For example, I did my research. I researched veterans. I found a specific veteran. I found the location. I talked to him. Have a conversation before you collect the graveyard dirt. Let him know why you're there. Tell him the purpose for why you need the graveyard dirt from him. Talk to his family that may be surrounding him or her. Collect the dirt. Thank you for the offering. Thank the spirit for their time. Leave 3 pennies in the hole, along with a shot of rum, or it could be anything, alcoholic, or even coffee if you want. Fill the hole back up with extra dirt. And then when you leave the cemetery, leave 3 more pennies. And then before you get in your car, spray yourself down with some Florida water. Or if you want, you can make a little mixture of Florida water with some salt. Tap the top of your head, out, out, and then same with your legs. And that just helps so that any evil spirits will follow you back home. You can even sage your car if you want to, right before. Then that's just the simple steps that I do every single time. So there's no fear, and plus if it helps Rochelle, go during the day. I hate going during the night because that's so creepy. I think you mentioned being adopted. My mom was adopted and I want my grandfather on my altar. Same with my stepfather. Yep, I am adopted, guys. So whenever I call forth my ancestors, I call forth the ones that are known and unknown. Therefore, I'm reaching all my ancestors because obviously a majority of my ancestors are unknown. So I have to let them know that, hey, I haven't left you guys out. I don't know who you are. I can't call you by name, but you are the unknown ancestors. So you're reaching everyone. I have ashes of dog use. Yay, that's good wisdom of the bumblebee. Leon, he says, my husband is my daughter's dad. She loves him so much. Goes to him for everything. Not one drop of his blood created her, but his entire spirit helped to develop the beautiful woman she is. Exactly, guys. So the ancestral, as I said earlier, ancestral blood doesn't literally have to be actual literal blood. It can be the people you care about the most. Rosie, you can go with someone if you are nervous. I always go with my eldest nephew. Oh, that's awesome that he is the bearer of pennies, and I read that so wrong the first time and thought that said something else. Yeah, if you feel uncomfortable, Rosie, you can always bring your boyfriend with you if he is comfortable going with you, and make sure he doesn't push you into the grave. That'd be so awkward, but I can so imagine him as you're like kneeling on your knees to like go collect the dirt, and he goes like, Rosie, pushes you into the grave. Oh my gosh, why do I see him doing that? Which is what my best friend did to me one time. Well, that was nice. I'm totally filming, still on camera video, blah, blah. I hear that my soon-to-be husband is the same. Hello, Mr. Darkstorm. Welcome. Wait a minute, Mr. Darkstorm. Bye, Rochelle Days. Thank you for stopping by. Mr. Darkstorm, are you related to Rosie Darkstorm? Is that you, Ron? Yeah, I figured it's you, Ron. Ow! That... Sorry, my incense stick or cone, like, the thing tipped over, and stupid me went to go, like, move it, and I, like, completely held it and tried to move it over and burnt my finger. Okay. I knew Ron would be in here. Okay, guys, so let's get on to making my consecration powder. Got milk. Actually, that was got hot chocolate. Okay, guys, so I'm going to flip you back this way. Ugh. Okay. Oh. Okie dokie. And I'm going to move this back over here. Down. Boom. Okay. Move you out of the way. Hey, Jezebel. Hey, Maddie, and everyone who isn't Maddie. Rosie, Maddie, I don't have Florida water. Rosie, you can even use sage if you have some. Anything that cleanses. Even if you want, you can take bay leaves, put them in some water with a spray bottle and just mist. That's also another good thing you can do for protection. Okay, guys. So, what's with the coffee grinder, you ask? Well, this is how today I'm going to be mixing some of my herbs to create my powder, because I need a little bit more extra force than using a mortar and pestle. So I like to think of this as a modern day mortar and pestle for the extra kick that you need when making powders sometimes, because we sometimes have those, let's say, herbs that do not want to grind well with a mortar and pestle. So sometimes you need a little extra literal horsepower. Move that over, burn my finger. That's okay. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to add, and guys, this is what I'm using to put my consecration powder in. And this I got at the thrift store a few days ago, which I didn't show you guys. So I'm actually just going to put it in here. Now, the first thing I'm actually just going to put, because it's already in powder form, is some powdered frankincense. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to put it in here. Bloop. Just a little bit of that. Get it everywhere. That's okay. Next, I am going to add... Where's my list? Where's my list? It's on the floor. So I have my list here of everything that's going inside. So I added the frankincense powder. Next, I'm going to be adding bay leaves and cedar. So I'm going to add a little bit of my cedar leaves for my consecration powder. Come on, leaves. Break it up a bit. And get it off me because it's now all over me. And let's add a little more. And then next I said bay leaves. So I'm gonna add my bay leaves here. And then what I'm going to do, guys, is after every few herbs, I'm actually going to grind it up so that I don't add like 50 billion herbs in there and then have trouble trying to grind it up. So just put the lid on and bam. And we have Curious Kitty. Ooh, it looks so pretty. Okay, so next I'm going to add some elderflower. Where are you, elderflower? Here you are. Yes, because I'm kind of curious as to what this is, because I don't even remember what it is. Ugh. Unless someone else knows what it is. Don't think he knows. Oh! Did I freeze? I'm not frozen. Oh. Am I still frozen, guys? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so I received, sorry, just to do a little side step here. I received this package, and I'm not even sure what it is, and I'm not sure who it's from. So I'm just going to quickly open it because I'm curious. But it says it's from... It's in a different language. I have no idea where that's from. Okay, let's see. What is this? Oh my god! I know what this is! Ah, Jen! Oh my god, you guys. Oh my god. Bugging. Freaking out right now. Oh my god, now this is a surprise. If only Jen was here. It is... Oh my god! Sorry, everyone's ears are probably bleeding. It is the arrival of the Dark Mansion Tarot. Okay, I'm actually going to do a pre-recording of unboxing this tomorrow. But, oh my god. Jen, you sad? Mine arrived. Just kidding. That's horrible. But I am so excited the Dark Mansions Tarot finally arrived, you guys. Like, oh my god. Oh, so excited! It's like Christmas. Okay, now back to my powder. So the next thing, so I added already, guys, as you remember, the graveyard dirt, the elderflower. Now I'm going to be adding some sage. Come on, sage, do your thing. I'll put it over here. And then I'm going to put this back on. If it gets on, there we go. And... This is so much fun, isn't it? Okay. And then next, I am going to be adding... Where is it? For instance, graveyard dirt. Oh, some rosemary. Oh, did I add the bay leaves already earlier? Yeah, I think I did. Push that over there. I'm going to be adding some rosemary. Maybe that was a bit too much, but that's okay. I'm going to be adding some rue. And some white willow. Willow, some rue. And the rue that I'm actually adding, guys, was hand-picked and dried by my good friend, Alessandro. Okay. Put on the cover, flip the switch, and let the cauldron bubble. There we go. Okay. Next, I'm going to be adding... Did I already add lavender? Did I add lavender last time, guys? I don't remember. Well, I'm going to add a little bit more just in case. Never hurts. Add some lavender. Add a graveyard dirt already. I'm going to add some bloodroot. Just a few, because hopefully that doesn't, like, kill it. And then I'm gonna add some dried rosebuds. Rosebud. Anus thing is possible. And then put this back on. Come on now. And look at that, guys. It's creating a beautiful powder. And then finally, I'm going to add, I'm curious. Actually, I'm gonna try adding, because it said that this is meant to be able to chop up even a nut. I'm going to attempt by adding a single piece or two of star anise just to see if it actually does that. If not, then I'll know. Okay, flip that. Let's see, did that work? Come on, top. Well, look at that. It even chopped up the star anise, you guys, and made it all into a powder. Now what I'm gonna do, so this doesn't get everywhere, hopefully, is I'm going to take this. That's a slight failure. Or maybe I should just use a spoon. No. Awkward silence. Sorry, guys. Why do I feel like I should just dump it? Let's just dump it. This, get some of this out. Bam. Oh, sorry guys, I just realized I was completely covering you. Okay, guys. put this back on, and voila. Oop. Completely turned all those herbs into a fine powder. Put this on, and voila, there we go, is my consecration powder. Now, guys, oh wait, hold on. Actually, let me leave this here. I can flip y'all back around this way. Oh, that's awkward. Okay, there we go. Put the camera with this back over here. Push this back up. Okay, so guys, that is how I make my consecration powder. Now, what you can do is, if you want to, there's many different ways. If you have an object, say, for example, you want to consecrate and bless a crystal, just take the powder, sprinkle it over. Another thing you can do is if you're trying to, for example, I can also use for healing because it has healing properties and protective herbs in it. If I want to, I can take a little bit of the powder, add a drop of the tobacco cologne or Florida water in with it to create a paste. For example, what I will do when I'm doing healing work is I can create a paste out of that, add a drop of water or a drop of tobacco cologne or a drop of Florida water or all three to create a paste to rub onto the specific part that I'm trying to heal on someone. So for example, if someone has a headache, I can create a paste and just rub the forehead or rub on top of the head. Or if someone has a heartache, they have a broken heart, they just got dumped or something and they're feeling that pain and they need healing from that, you can rub it over the chest to wherever the pain may be. So that's also another thing I can use the consecration powder for. There's many different ways of using consecration powder, but psst. Okay, do not eat that. That is not to be eaten. Loki. Sorry guys, he was trying to eat one of the little peanuts, thinking it was food. No, fat cat. But yeah, those are the main ways of how I would go about using the consecration powder. You could even add it to like all water and dunk something in that obviously can be dunked and bless it that way. Only if inhaled or ingested, Rosie. Wait, what? Maddie, I think we should make a vlog on the meaning of our charms in a series of videos. Yes, I definitely agree, Marge. Jezebel, I hear you. It's been so tired too. Rose butt. Sorry, guys. Just scrolling up. Okay. Wow, Maddie, an amazing idea. Thank you, Hexen. I actually just thought of that the other night because I was like, what else could I use it for? I was like, oh, I forgot you can create pastes, not just oils and water. You can create a paste with herbs too, especially when you get it ground down to a powder. And that's one thing I realized because I was like, I've made a paste before for my industrial when I was trying to get it to heal. At one point I had like a little bump on it and actually got the bump to disappear by creating a paste out of a little bit of water and crushed up aspirin. And I was like, that was the inspiration of creating a paste for consecration. So I was like, why not turn the herbs into a powder and then add a little drop of Florida water to it to create a paste. And let me move this down a tiny bit so you can see me. I thought rue was dangerous. Yeah, it's only if inhaled or ingested. Oh, I didn't know that you could turn rue into a tea. Wait, how can you turn it into a tea, though? Because that would be ingesting it. I didn't know you could even bake paste. That's quite interesting. But anyways, guys, that is what I have today for you guys. I hope you learned something on how to make your own powders. Ooh. On how to make your own ancestral spirit bottles. And to go check out your thrift stores for awesome finds. And later on, I will do an unboxing of the Dark Mansions Tarot. I might do that tonight, actually, and go live late at night when I get home from work and do an unboxing of the Dark Mansions Tarot for you guys. Because I have not actually seen all the cards yet. I haven't looked at anyone's live unboxings of it because I was like, I want to be surprised when I open it up. I want to have a true reaction. So I was like, I will wait to see what they look like in person. Thank you very much. But yeah, that's all I pretty much had for you today, guys. And I hope you learned a lot. And I look forward to see what you guys come up with for your own spirit bottles or for your own powders that you create, and what you guys create for a consecration powder and a blessing powder / healing / whatever you use it for. But thank you guys for being here with me today. And what am I going to do next? So, obviously, next I'm going to probably show up again tonight to do an unboxing of the Dark Mansions Tarot. So make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. And thank you all. Maddie, are you off today? Oh, Hexen, no, I'm not. I have work from 2 to 9. Unfortunately. Thank you, Marge. And I'm glad to share with you guys what I know and do these things with ya. Because it's fun to share my knowledge with you on. Yes, I am Jen. And guess what? Arrived today. Ooh, the Dark Mansions Tarot. And I'm going to be doing an unboxing of it tonight when I get home. Did you not get yours yet, Jen? Oh, I ordered mine like 2 weeks ago. Oh, I'm sorry, Jen. Oh, Jen, when did you order? Like, was it September? No, not September. Was it November? Oh, I'm sorry, Jen. December 5th. Oh, I'm sorry, Jen. Well, I'm sorry. Sorry, I just gotta pet it for a minute. The front is so beautiful, though. And then the back. Oh, look at those cards on the back. Jen, it feels so good. I feel such strong energy. No, that's a dick move to do. No, I am sorry, Jen, though. That sucks that you haven't gotten yours yet. And the other thing that sucks is that you can't track it to see where it's at. You literally just have to sit here waiting for it to arrive. I literally forgot about it until I got a box with, like, it was not this. Oh, Taroteca Studio. But it didn't say this on it. It was, like, literally a name that I had never seen before and then came from a place I'd never heard before. And I was like, what is this? At first I thought it was going to be the True Black tarot deck that I still haven't gotten, so at least we're even there, Jen. I have not gotten the True Black, and I ordered it, like, September. So it's been 4 months, and I still haven't gotten it. And everyone else has. Marge, I might go on later today, depending on how I feel. I'm still in bed, tired from work. Yeah, Hexen, you should rest up. Maddie, Jen saw it. Hide your dark mansion. Too late. Maddie, the rub of salt. They said if it's still not here in 5 to 7 days, let them know. Oh. Hopefully you'll get it soon, Jen. Anyways, guys, thank you all for stopping in. Oh, Jen, this is the powder that I made. The consecration powder that is now going to go on my ancestral altar. Now everything's coming together. I have my water, I have my consecration powder that I can turn into a paste to use on my poppets to create healing work. I have my ancestral bottles set up. I'm going to fill this with my tobacco cologne And then when Dave gets home tonight, he's going to open up his skull that finally arrived, so I can finally do a freaking consecration ritual on my, on Ezra. And I will do that probably live so I can show you how I go about blessing and consecrating my skull with my new consecration powder. But yeah, guys, hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, morning, or night, wherever you are around the world. That last one is just for you, Maddie. Oh, last what? Jen! Kisses! I know, I love you too, Jen. And guess what? The Dark Mansions Tarot loves you too, Jen. Even if it may not be with you physically, it will be with you in spirit, in my hands. That was horrible. Anyways, guys, I love you all, and thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your day. And Jen, I love you, and I hope that you get your deck soon. Bye, everybody!